Okay guys, so we're on a bit of an exploration at the moment. Like I say, I've come really early to work, mainly to avoid the rush hour stuff and what have you. Anyway, so because I've got a couple of hours to kill and what have you, just been walking round sort of like Westminster, round sort of like the back of where Victoria is and stuff and what have you. And you know, it shows you I've been in London 13 years, and there's still parts of it that I've never explored or know. Do you know what I mean? I've never walked down this street. This street you can see here now. This is the first time in my entire life that I've ever walked down this street. Never been down this street in my life before. And we're coming to a bit of a junction here, and I have no idea where this is. I mean, I've got obviously a vague idea of where I am. I mean, I'm not lost or anything. You know, I know exactly how to get back to where I need to be. You know, I'm not like lost or anything like that. It's just that, you know, that's what the thing about London is, that, you know, because it's so vast, such, you know, it covers such a big area, you know, that there's little nooks and crannies of the place that you could walk past, 20 years walk past a particular road, and if you never go down it, you'd never know what was there. Do you know what I mean? And then one day somebody tells you, oh, blah blah blah, and you walk down and you find this whole different little world. You know, it's just, that's what I love about London. And you never cease to find somewhere new, somewhere you've never been before. Right, let me try and get across this road before this truck comes round here. Right, so yeah, like I said, now work is basically in that general direction. And don't get me wrong, I could get slightly confused, but I'm fairly certain I know how to get back. Famous last words, eh? But now I'm fairly confident. It's only just turned 7 o'clock, and like I say, I don't have to be there until 9:30 latest anyway. Obviously I'll get there a bit earlier than that though. But you know, this is a whole different little world. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've never been here before. This is a completely new area to me. And yet, you know, not more than a 5-minute walk from here is Victoria, and I know Victoria like the back of my hand. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, we're on a bit of a, you guys are coming along for the discovery with me on this one, because this is somewhere where I have never been. So yeah, like I said, you know, just have a little bit of an explore, I think. See what we can see. Oh, wind's picking up. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I think we'll walk this direction for now. But yeah, interesting, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You know, I've come to a part of London that I've never actually ever visited before in my entire life. So yeah, it looks quite quaint and nice, doesn't it? Looks alright. Nice little place. Right, okay, I'm going to head down this way, I think. Although, to be quite honest with you, I have to be a bit mindful of the fact that I don't get myself blinking lost, or get too far off the beaten track, as it were. Sometimes I have a tendency to do that. And that's the other thing about London and all sometimes, is that, you know, you'll be walking down somewhere, especially when you're exploring it for the first time and stuff, and you'll be exploring, and you'll walk down a particular road or something, and you'll look down that road and you think like, oh yeah, I know where this is, blah blah blah, and it'll look so familiar to you, and you'll get to the junction or wherever it is that you're heading towards, and you get there and you think, hey, this isn't where I was thinking I was. The amount of times I've done that, the amount of times I've gone exploring around London, and you know, try to, you know, I'm walking around thinking like, oh, I know roughly where I am, and I'll keep on walking this way, and that looks familiar. And then I walk down there and, like, lo and behold, I have no idea where I am. So it's just about being mindful of that. Like I say though, I mean, usually one of the other good things is landmarks. Now there's a lot of tall buildings in London these days, and there's a lot of sort of well-known landmarks as well that, you know, you can navigate by. So that can be helpful sometimes. And again, I'm now looking at this junction and I'm 100%, absolutely 100% know exactly where that is. Whereas other times I could look at that junction and think to myself, yeah, definitely know where I am, get there, and lo and behold, I don't know. But on this occasion, I'm glad to say, thankfully, I'm pretty damn sure. Now, it's a bit of sounds a bit of doubt coming in there, didn't there? Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, London's fooled me many times before, so I guess there's just a little bit of caution in my tone, you know. But yeah, the nearer I get to this, the more familiar and the more. This is the back end of Victoria sort of thing. You're just up that bit of a incline road up there. Is towards Battersea, because I've come down that road a few times before, so yeah, no, I know exactly where I am, so I can relax. I don't have to worry. It's like, oh my god. But you see, this is that, and in fact this actually illustrates perfectly what I was just saying. You see, yeah, look, see, there's a sign saying Victoria Station. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but I can. Anyway, the thing is, right, I've never been down this road. There's where we've just come from, where that little where those trees were and the little shops and what have you sort of thing, right? And like I said, I've never been down that road in my life, ever, right? And yet this road in front of us, and that one with the incline that goes over a little bridge there, because that's where the railway tracks are and what have you, and on towards Battersea, like I said, I've walked down there many times. And I've walked down this road where it says Palace, Buckingham Palace Road. You know, I've walked down it loads and loads of times. So it's like coming from that direction, know exactly where I am, know exactly how to get to where I need to be. But just go off one road where you've never been down before, and just track down it a little bit, and all of a sudden you're like in this whole different world, and you're like, where the heck am I? Do you know? It is quite amazing. I mean, it's like, I've been down that road there, I've been down there a few times. I couldn't tell you exactly where it leads to off the top of my head, but I know I've definitely been down that road, because I remember the shops on the side. But like I said, I couldn't tell you exactly, because, I mean, it's been a while since I've been down that one. Definitely been a while. But like I say, this one here, with the bridge, the incline, you know, I've been there umpteen times, going towards Battersea. When I was doing the Crisis at Christmas one year, I was sort of coming out of that in that direction a few times to get back home. So like I say, you know, coming from that direction wouldn't faze me. But just because I'd never been down that road there, you know, it was like, oh, where exactly am I? I hope I'm not too far. Do you know what I mean? Because like I say, London has a habit of doing that. It really does. It'll have a habit of, you know, fooling me. You know, I'll think, oh yeah, I know exactly where I am, blah blah blah, I'll just head to that junction there, and I'll get there, and boom, you know, I haven't got a clue. Anyway, so we're now heading back to work, and it is 7:15. You see what I mean? I've got loads of time. So, right, okay. Kind of drying up a little bit again now, because kind of, what do I talk about now? Got the police station on this side. It's funny as well, because since I've been on YouTube, and I've watched a few, and I've subscribed to a few people on YouTube, and there's another chap, English guy, well, I mean, say English, I mean, you know, anyway, I'm not going to go into that, because even he makes it complicated, so I'm not going to. Anyway, a guy called Charlie Beach. Now, I don't know if people have come across Charlie Beach or not, but he did a video. He's quite, well, he was quite well known on YouTube. He was one of those YouTube sort of celebrity type people. Well, I say celebrity, you know what I mean, kind of thing. I hope, well, I think you might know what I mean. Anyway, so the thing is that Charlie Beach, like I say, he did a video outside here once with a friend of his with a megaphone thing, and he was talking to one of the senior officers at this police station. I can't remember who it was, or what the guy's name is, or what his rank actually was. I think he was like, you know, the sort of chief of police. I don't know whatever you call him. Anyway, so every time I walk past here, I always think of Charlie. Every time I walk past here now. It's funny. So Anyway, so but like I say, he's gone quiet for he's been quiet for a long time now actually. He used to do videos almost every single day. He's based in Manchester these days, but I mean he's been into London a few times. But like I said, he used to do a lot of videos, almost daily, from what I remember. And the thing is that, like I say, he's, you know, I've not seen him. I've not seen it because I'm subscribed to his channel, and I have been for a while. And the thing is that usually when I've subscribed to a channel, if somebody's put new videos up, usually I will see those videos. You know, it'll come as an email, and I always check my emails every day. So you know, I would have seen. But I'm gonna check his channel actually. Now I think about it, I'll check him, see what if he's done anything yet. Because it's been a while. It has been a good while. I mean, I think he's done some this year, early on in the year, but you know, I've not heard anything for a good couple of months at least. So I'm just curious. Wonder why he's not been on, doing his usual thing. Anyway, so yeah, like I say, that police station now always reminds me of Charlie Beach every time I walk past it, because it's quite an interesting video. If you catch it, check him out. He's quite a character. He's definitely a character. He's definitely one of the characters on YouTube. I'll say as much as that for now, because you know, otherwise I'll go into a massive big long monologue about Charlie Beach then, and maybe it's just best you discover him for yourselves, and if you like his stuff, great. If you don't, well, you know, that's another, you know, whatever. At the end of the day, I quite like his stuff. I quite agree with a lot of the things he says. I don't agree with everything he says. Some things I don't agree with him on, but you know, a lot of his stuff I do agree, and what he says and what have you, and the videos he makes. So anyway, a lot of people don't like him though, but that's typical, isn't it, of the internet, you know what I mean? Some people like people and some people not like people, so whatever. Anyway, like I said, I quite like his stuff. So anyway, so you see that big glass building over there with the white girdery frame thing? Well, that's where I'll be working in shortly, so I'll be in there later. Right, I guess I'm going to leave the video here. Might as well, because unless I can think of something else later on. So I'll catch you guys later. See you later.